Yo, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of VoidCraft here. Today, as you can see, I'm on a nice tower of resources. I went mining. It wasn't that interesting to show you guys, so I just thought I would bring you back for the fun this year. So we think I'm getting like 13 diamond blocks. I found 2 diamonds in a chest in like a mine down that way, and a name tag as well. So that was probably the coolest stuff that we got. But I think, yeah, for now we'll just go ahead and mine that. Let me know what you guys think we will get as far as diamonds go. We'll just mine those together and see how many we got. So we had 13 blocks all together, and I have fortune 3 picks. So I'm gonna hope. I'm gonna go how many? 13 blocks. I think we'll go. I'm gonna go 32. 27. Okay, not bad. I can't complain with that at all. So let's go ahead and put these back, and I'll let you guys watch this in a little speed thing. So I'll be back in a moment. So there you have it, guys. This is all the resources we ended up with. We had 104 blocks of redstone with 6 dust left over, 30 coal blocks with 8 left over, 30 lapis blocks with 10 left over, and 27 diamonds plus the 2 we got inside here. So we got 29 altogether. And look at that, we are back to some diamonds at least, because before we only had 1 left because I went ahead and got this awesome bow. So I did an enchantments, and I did a level 30 enchantment, got infinity, that was all. And then I put Unbreaking 3 on it, and then I bought power 5 from Abby's shop at the capital as well. So that was really cool. Yeah, so I had a few other ideas for today's episode, and I think we will jump straight into making an ice farm. Okay, so I asked a couple of people if they would be interested in, like anyone would be interested in buying like snow blocks or ice blocks or anything like that. Seeing as like we don't really have any shops at the moment, so I thought maybe that way we could go ahead and do that. So we have a llama shop eventually and like an ice shop. So what I was thinking for that is obviously selling ice blocks, the top layer blocks, I guess, snowballs as well. We could you know, throw in a couple of those, maybe like a chest full or like a shulker box full or something like that. And yeah, maybe then some ice, so we can go ahead and like set up a nice little farm. It's pretty easy to do. I've seen a couple like done, so that shouldn't be too hard to do. And then I was thinking of also doing like glass panes as icicles. So if we look over here, I'll show you guys a quick example. Do I have any in here? So I have a couple of stained glass, so we can go ahead and sell some of those as well. But if we do something like this, and then you hang it from the roof, like so, it kind of looks like a little icicle. So I was going to go ahead and get Silk Touch and, you know, just get a few of those done. So that's why I went ahead and smelted. That's why I got a bit of glass here. I just smelted up a whole bunch more. So we can go ahead and get some like blue ones, some light blue, dark blue. We can just do some white ones as well. But yeah, I thought that would look pretty cool, and we can sell some icicles, some snow, some actual blocks, and all that kind of stuff. So I might go ahead and jump in to start building that. I'm not really sure where I want to do it. Maybe we'll just extend this some more, because we haven't really done much with this here. And then I was thinking of doing like, maybe we could potentially do it upstairs in this area, because it's not very big at all. We don't need that much room to use it all, and then that way we can just get rid of it if we need to at a later date. And then I was thinking of maybe using this bit here for some more mass storage or something like that. So yeah, I might get into some work here. I'll let you guys enjoy another little time lapse, because time lapse for everyone's, you know. So yeah, I'll be back in a moment. quite a few hours, and I finally got something that actually works. So I think anyways, and it's AFKable, so I can just float around in here and just be mining the entire time and not have to worry about it. There's no redstone included because the other one that I was building was back at the base. Realized that wouldn't actually form ice, so I came out here, tried to build it again, still didn't work, kind of rage quit, left for a bit, came back, and then just built this. So it's a lot simpler as far as the design and everything goes. We can head inside here and test it out. I just want to get rid of all the ice and we can see how much we will actually get. So this contains 240 blocks of ice, so we'll see how many we'll actually get at the end of it. I know we lose a couple, but I think it's only like 5 per, so hopefully we still get a fair bit. So all I have to do is just kind of just walk forward and then just let go of the keyboard from here, and everything should just push me all the way along. I should get all the ice, like most of it should just come flow towards me and everything like that, and everything just keeps on moving. It's all good so far. The only thing I haven't really checked is the corners before, so this is my first time actually running through the whole process. I did the first line, obviously made sure it worked, and then I copied that design across. I had to change that a little bit just there because I broke one of the wood planks, so I had to build a little bit of an extra thing just there, but hopefully everything should be all good here. So I'm at the back wall, so that's not good. So maybe, yeah, it needs to be like floating forward a bit more. So I don't know how I can actually fix that to make it so that I come to this front wall rather than a back wall, because I'm missing that back block, so I'm only mining 4 blocks here instead of 5, which is unfortunate, but it looks like it's going to keep pulling me all the way across, and here it messed up. Why did you mess up? Because it's going the wrong way. We need to put a sign like just here. There we go, so that should take us around and back through the front again. Cool. So we step up here. We did miss one line at least of this front row, or this back row actually, so we do need to go ahead and break that, otherwise the water won't flow and it won't fill up again. So that should make all 4 blocks again. Yes, there we go, sweet. But we did get, how many did we get? We got 189 ice blocks out of all that, and that's 240, so we did lose about 60. Which isn't great, but that is about that 5 blocks as I said before. So I mean, I can't really complain too much about that. The only thing I guess I'll kind of have to be half playing or put something on my W key. That might actually mess up this down row, I guess. Let's have a quick look inside here while I explain basically what I've done. It's pretty simple, really. All it is just kind of ice on the floor, just as like kind of a momentum block to help push you forward. Then it's normally every 5 blocks, but on the corners you have to do something a little bit different. You just have to kind of change, put a sign down to stop the water, and then make another source block to carry you even further along, and then everything else is just pretty much a source block on that back wall, so 6 blocks away, and then 1 just here on the left as well, and that there just is enough to create the entire, I guess, infinite source block, so it keeps filling the water back up, and you kind of get like a little bit of a 1. So if I had my W key held down, I would lose that fight, so I kind of have to be still here while I do this, which is a bit unfortunate, but I mean at the same time, see, just there I need to do something. Unless I can put something here, I don't really know what I can do to help shove me back towards this wall without actually being here. If you guys have any ideas, let me know down in the comments below, but yeah, I'm not really sure what I can do to push me back that way, unless I add another water source coming this way. So I'll have to figure something else out there, but I mean, for the meantime it works pretty good, and I can just, you know, be here because I don't need too much ice, but I just wanted something, you know, that I don't have to go out and swim in all the water. So I'd much rather occasionally press W than having to swim out and collect everything. And yeah, it definitely would be best to let it all reset. As you can see, I don't get all the blocks because some of them are still full blocks, so I don't get that stream of stuff that I normally would. So I might have to go back and kind of figure out a better way to do, like, push these and stuff. But I mean, really, it's not that big of a deal. Occasionally I can just come up in here, get them, and just wait for the blocks to respawn and stuff. They go pretty quickly, especially once small blocks down. They spawn more frequently next to other blocks and things, so I mean, this is pretty alright for the first, like, kind of, you know, go at this, really, of kind of my own design. I saw one a little while ago and had, like, the pistons, so it was kind of something like that, but a bit different as well, because I can't do redstone, apparently. So, yeah, I think that they'll work pretty good, and we can get all the ice that we should ever need, and then we can just come in here and convert it into packed ice, and then that should definitely be a good way. I can just come and spend a little bit of time here and get some ice for the shop and things, and you know, we can do this, and then we can repack it again if we want some blue ice. I think it is, yeah, there we go. So you can get the blue ice as well. So it is a nice little way that we can get everything that we need. And yeah, I guess I'll meet you guys at the base, because there's a giant hole in it that we might need to do something to. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Yeah, so I'm going to throw in this clip somewhere in the video. It's going to be a bit weird. It's like kind of like a day and a half after I actually even finished editing that whole video. So yeah, I'm just going to throw this in and just show you guys what I'm working with. Just because that old ice farm was not really going to work at all. Like, I was maybe going to get a block of blue ice or something out of all of that. So yeah, now out of these 3 ice trays I can get 15, and it's a pretty easy process just to duplicate it again. So it's basically the same thing, just with less dividers. I realized you don't need that many dividers in there, and actually made the process a lot worse. So I have the source blocks going along this back line just here. So this line here, there's source blocks, and that line on the edge, there's source blocks. So you flow in this way. So as you're breaking these all just stay as a flow block. So all the water just flows down here and carries all the ice to you, like straight to you as well. So they won't respawn into spawn blocks, source blocks, I suppose, there. So they all just keep flowing all the way out here until you get to the very end, which is 90. This is 91 blocks long. It's like the biggest distance you can make while still loading that chunk. So everything still spawns while I'm here, except for maybe this back side just here, but it's only 1 or 2 blocks over there, so it doesn't really matter. And then this one here is a source block as well. So once you break this row here, everything will fill back up to source blocks, and it will start freezing again. And I slide up this way and carry all the way down, and then back up, and then again as well, just back and forth. So the only different thing is here, this block here isn't a source block, it's on the other side, because you're starting from that, we're starting from this end, sorry. So we want the last block to be over that way, that it refills everything. So yeah, that's pretty much that there. And then for the exit entry, in case anything drops off, it's going to flow out here, zip under this little there's a slab just there, and it's going to go down into this little laneway down this way, and it all carries down to the very end over here, where I'm going to have to put in a hopper and a chest as well. So that's going to collect any strays, but I get like probably 98% of it anyways, so it all works out pretty well. And it's it's a lot bigger anyway. So I think from this block here I ended up, if I times that by 9 and times that by 9, so I ended up getting 1250, so it's 1250 blocks of ice just from these 3, and I think I can duplicate this a few more times. And yeah, so we should be pretty set on ice for the moment. This is current chest and stuff that I'm looking at. These are all packed ice, and we got a bit of blue ice down the bottom here, so stacking half of that, and I got all this stuff here. So I need to save some of that ice just to put in the flooring and stuff for these lasers here, because this is ice floors and stuff. So yeah, I just wanted to throw in this clip here just to you guys are aware to know what I'm up to with that and stuff. So hopefully next episode we'll come back and this whole thing will be done. So yeah, I'll go back to past me now. Hey, so we made it back to the base, guys. As you can see here, I added a little couple of lampposts around the place. They're not super detailed at all, so I'll probably switch them out later on, but I kind of needed some light out here, as this thing here was here now, and we might be running outside a bit more often than not. So yeah, I just wanted to lighten up the place a bit, so I just kind of added these little lampposts. There's only a couple around, but I think it helps out a little bit, adds a nice little something to the place, and we'll definitely change them at a later date to something a bit nicer than these things. So yeah, that's pretty much all they are at the moment. But yeah, as you can see up here, I did go ahead and carve out this whole places here, because it's where I was going to put the ice farm. We'll quickly run upstairs. Yeah, so I was gonna put the ice farm up here, because I don't know, I just thought it would work, but apparently it doesn't. So anyways, this is where we now have room. So I don't really know what I want to put here. We can't go too much further that way because it's gonna break out to that side of the mountain. This side is another side of the mountain. We can't go too far that way either because the top level is just like right there as well on this block layer. So yeah, we're pretty much stuck with this kind of as our max area. I don't think I'm going to use all of it. We might even end up blocking some of this in with some different wall texturing, just because obviously the dirt doesn't look great. But I thought in the meantime we could go ahead and you know, build our nice little like glass circle kind of things that we've been doing. We'll hop back down at the front here and boop, there we go. Yeah, some nice like little things here to match the doorway, but we'll obviously make them out of glass. So we put like one there, and maybe we can extend this to kind of go all the way up to like a big tower or something on top. That'd be pretty cool. I'm not really sure what I want to do with the top of this mountain. I thought of maybe putting like all like huts and things all on top as well, so you can like, kind of like have a pathway going all the way up in and around, and there's people living inside the mountain, on top of the mountain, all that kind of stuff, and probably some farmland like over this way or around the back here. I need to place a lot of dirt blocks for that. But yeah, I think I might go ahead and get started on that, and we'll see how we go. And there we have it, guys. That is the little things done. Let's stop on top of the hut just here. There we go. I think they turned out pretty cool. I think I definitely like this littler one better than this one here, and I also forgot the button, which I have to go put on as well. But yeah, I don't know, that this side here just looks a lot nicer than this one. This is a bit too diamondy, I think. I don't know, this one looks like a nice circular kind of finish. I think it's just because of those two. I think if we curved it here, maybe, I don't know, I might have to go play around with it a little bit more, but I mean, for the meantime, it's pretty good. It fills in the mountain a bit more. I quite like the way it's come together. I think I'm just gonna have to definitely fill out this back side of the mountain a lot more, because this room is gonna cut through the top side of it. But that's all right. We can get there. I just don't really know what I'm gonna use this rooms for. I was thinking maybe some more storage, but I kind of want my storage to be like in the main access point, so I'm probably going to keep it along this main floor, just along there, and just kind of divvy it up where I need to. But yeah, I think that they might stay the same, and then as I said, yeah, they might convert this into kind of like more of a tower kind of thing, but we don't really want it to be too big because the top of the mountain's up there, so a little tower here wouldn't really make sense to, you know, do it there rather than on the top of the mountain. But we'll have to see how we go there. If you guys have any suggestions of what I should use this room for, definitely let me know down in the comments below, whether it's aesthetic or an actual functional area or something like that. Let me know. Like, I mean, we could use it for like some farming methods and things. Like, we could transform it into like kind of like a crop farming area, you know, like we could, you know, dirt up all this and make it some automatic farms of some kind. Whether there's some good ones around, we might move our snowman up here and put a back door out that other side. That could be on the cards as well, especially if we start using the other side of that mountain a bit more. Let's just fill in these because it's hurting my OCD. But it really nice, like, brightens up the place a lot. I quite like it, and it adds a nice little bit into the place as well. So I think I might wrap up the episode there, guys. I know it might have been a bit of a shorter one. We'll have to see how we go there. Sorry about that one, but that ice farm did take me probably like 6 hours to do, with all the mucking around and moving and redstone failure and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, as I said before, if you have any comments for this room, just leave them down in the comments below, and I will read through those, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.